Also, willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Zero Escape Reward. Das heißt, dass wir stehen geblieben, nachdem Alice weg war. Und wir sie jetzt suchen müssen. She was here just a minute ago. It took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What she was looking at I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what she was going on when... Wow, hey guys.
Has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him? He disappeared!
Disappeared? What do you mean?
He's gone! We can't find him anywhere!
Again.
When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Ich wollte dich nur kalt machen.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
All right, we need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the floor A rooms, we'll move to floor B.
Okay. I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Right, you do that. Ich tue ein bisschen weiter weg, nicht, dass ich mich anstupse und er runterfällt. Crew Quarters. Hey, Quark! Quark! He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other two either. There's no one here.
Tenmyoji and Kay are in the lounge and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right. Okay, let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
Yep, geh mal. You went through the red door of Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah.
What was on the other side of the
You
door?
want to see it?
Yeah, maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
Was ist dahinter? The pantry! Oh, das ist die Route, wo sie sagt, sie hat Dio alles vorkosten lassen, ob es vergiftet war. This is...
The pantry.
Pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai.
Sarah, sie hatte Paella, Nasi Goreng, Yukkaeyang, Borscht und Tom Kai Gai und ein Schnitzel. Die hat perfekt Schnitzel ausgesprochen.
Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta too.
That's a lot of food.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Whoa, just stop. I don't even know where to start here. 1, by the time you hit 20 you're done growing. 2, you think? You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, how are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, give me a break, little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like the stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah. The use-by date is about 100 years from now.
How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was
I
safe?
guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous.
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot. I ate
What?
something else! Twice cooked pork!
Yeah? Oh, for God's sake. Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork.
What is it?
Well, it just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
That might seem hard to believe it.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on, at least let me tell you first. Alright. I explained how we'd found a room called the Golem Bay on the other side of the green door and how we'd met a robot there named Golem, who told a very interesting story.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Was that with twice cooked pork to tune?
So the
Yeah.
last thing he said was, see you right in the middle of... Right
Yeah.
in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please explain.
Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words... Sigma! Phi! There you are! I've been looking all over for you!
What's going on?
Something bad! Something really bad!
Well, come on, spill it.
Alice is... Just come with me! She's in the crew quarters!
She dead. Again. She always dead. Why is she always dead, Sandra? Warum ist Alice immer tot? Warum immer Alice? Warum immer all eyes? Yes. Nice! What? No, this isn't real. Man, no. All I could hear was Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops, your breath, it comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. What? You feel a sudden, alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for just a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you are thousands of feet above the earth in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you never see my friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. Tote Freunde sind Flugzeuge? Freunde sind wie Kartoffeln. Wenn du sie isst, sind sie weg. Freunde sind wie eine vollgepinkelte Hose. Jeder sieht sie, aber nur du spürst ihre Wärme. Ew. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
I don't trust you at all.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Wo kommt das Messer her? Ich hätte sonst immer nur ein Skalpell. Wo kommt das Messer her? Wir wissen, woher es kommt. Damit hat Dio die alte Lady umgebracht.
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead. Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this.
Clover?
I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And I'll...
Hey, Clover!
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover! Come back!
Temyochi took off in pursuit and I meant to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct, but only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you
Do
mean?
you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No.
Well, why not?
There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body. Do you think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
I thought about what Kay had said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover? There was always Tenmyoji. Vi, maybe? No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Vi the whole time while we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute, there was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you
We should
mean?
get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
The others filled out the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you, I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration and the fire in my chest melted the ice hand from my spine. I see it. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. Beep, beep, beep.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is, well, I'd rather not say it.
Ist das dann doch nicht das Ending, das ich meine? Hm. Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent. And I trust him.
Ach ja, wir waren mit Alice in einem Team. Ich war gerade der Meinung, wir waren mit Luna in einem Team. Deswegen habe ich gerade überlegt. Aber die Route im Golem Bay war doch das Luna-Ending, habe ich überlegt. The fuck? Habe ich es jetzt vertan? Warum soll man dann Betray nehmen, wenn Luna Alice Ally nimmt? Really?
Haha. Now this is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants.
Warum wollte jetzt Dio gerade Ally nehmen gegen Kay? Dio nimmt normalerweise nur Betray.
But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
Das können die ganz einfach regeln, indem Kay Dio festhält und Phi geht alleine rein und votet Ally. Weil Kay ist dann automatisch Ally und nur einer von der Dreiergruppe muss voten. Und
Ich dachte pro Box. Also der eine von der einen Gruppe und
nein. Das haben wir schon in anderen Endings gemacht.
Irgendwie war ich immer der Meinung, es ist so rum.
Nein, es reicht, wenn Phi votet.
Ich will es nicht riskieren.
Ey, Phi will nicht zulassen, dass Dio 9 Punkte bekommt.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice.
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
Then what are you going to do?
Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
The moment Dio turned his head, Phi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the AB gate.
What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Fi! Open this fucking door!
He pounded on the door, screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
Zwar nicht ganz das, was ich gedacht hatte, aber funktioniert.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
Gut.
This is bullshit.
I see. This is how Fi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Fi will choose Ally just went way up. After all, if you pick Ally and she betrays you,
Dio
then...
will have 9 points.
Exactly.
Don't you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Fi is going to choose Ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
Ihr könnt doch einfach draußen bleiben,
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Right.
Okay. Sigma?
Huh?
You are going to choose Ally, right?
Of course. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. It's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway. Makes sense?
I see. Oh,
Huh?
nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose Ally.
Right, I will.
Thirty seconds remain until polling closes.
Now, what am I going to do? Well, I guess there isn't really any question. After all, I promised Luna that I'd pick Ally, but what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
10 seconds 9, 8,
Ich nehm
7,
Ally.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jetzt kommt, sie hat mich betrogen.
Round
wär's
2
jetzt.
of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results. Thank you. Ambidex game.
Ich meine, wir machen jetzt zwar das Game Over, aber hey, YOLO! Aber ich war mir sicher, das war dieses Ding.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will
Oh
now
ja,
be
Novel.
displayed.
Da drüben wäre dann das Game Over. Sarah, diesmal musst du nämlich Ding machen, weil sonst kriegst du das Game Over. Das ist so unfair, sonst wenn wir das längere aber weitergehen, weil diesmal war es das Game Over. Glaube ich, hoffe ich.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Clover hat Ally genommen. Ja, okay, Temyoji war klar, er hat nur eine Ding. Und so wie Clover sich vorhin benommen hat, hätte es sein können, dass Clover Betray nimmt. Aus Rache, aber...
Aber jetzt hat Quark 9. Jetzt müssen wir aufpassen.
Points, please.
Thank you, Sigma.
No need to thank me. I just did what I promised I'd do. Anyway, thank you
It
too.
was nothing. I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. I hope we get to pair up in the next round too.
Because I'll choose Ally?
Yeah, you're an opponent I can
If
trust.
we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Whoa, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose Betray? I've already chosen Ally twice.
You're right.
So let's choose Ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good?
Okay.
Come on, why do you look so
Well,
sad?
it's just, there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yes,
We still haven't found Quark either, huh?
that too.
Still Quark's BP is 9 now. Technically he's 1.
Why did you do that? Why did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying?
No. Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah,
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
Tell me that you didn't respond, just turned and walked off toward the magenta door. Clover started to follow and pulled up short.
Oh,
She spun on her heel and headed off toward the cyan door instead.
What just happened? I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
Yeah, I know. But didn't she choose us ally? Tell me that she must have said something to her before the last round started, but what? Come to think of it, didn't you choose ally too?
Yes, I did. Phi put herself in a situation where choosing betray would be unwise. If she had chosen betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect herself with betray. And so, I voted accordingly.